If you're over 50 and you start your day with coffee, fruit, or a specific spice, most people consider healthy on an empty stomach. You could be quietly setting off inflammation, acid reflux, and digestive stress before you've even had breakfast. 3 foods, all common, all things you've probably eaten first thing in the morning without a second thought. I'm going to walk through all 3, explain exactly why your stomach, after 50, reacts differently than it did at 30, and tell you what to eat instead, so you're not starting your day working against your own body. Here's something that surprises a lot of people. Your digestive system genuinely changes with age. Stomach acid production tends to shift. The stomach lining's protective. Mucus layer thins slightly over time, and digestion overall slows down. That means a food that barely bothered you at 30 or 40 can trigger real discomfort, bloating, acid reflux, that off feeling after 50. Your gut isn't broken. It's just operating under different conditions than it used to. And what you eat on an empty stomach matters more than most people realize. So if you've noticed more heartburn, more bloating, or more stomach discomfort in the mornings lately, this video is exactly for you. What makes this different? This isn't about eliminating foods forever or living in fear of breakfast. It's about timing. All 3 of these foods can be perfectly fine later in the day, with something in your stomach already. The issue is specifically eating them first, on an empty stomach, before anything else buffers the effect. Let's go through them one at a time. Food number 1, citrus fruit. It sounds backwards, because citrus is often marketed as the ultimate healthy morning choice. Lemon water, orange juice, grapefruit halves. Why it's a problem on an empty stomach after 50. Citrus fruits are highly acidic. On an empty stomach, with no food to buffer that acidity, it can irritate the stomach lining and trigger or worsen acid reflux, something that already becomes more common with age, as the muscle that keeps stomach acid down weakens over time. What to do instead? Enjoy citrus, just not first. Have it after a meal or alongside something like oats or eggs, rather than as the very first thing you consume. Food number 2, black coffee. This one's going to be controversial, so let's be clear up front. Coffee itself isn't the enemy. It's specifically black coffee on a completely empty stomach that's the concern. Why it's a problem after 50? Coffee stimulates stomach acid production. On an empty stomach, that acid has nothing to work on, except your stomach lining itself, which can lead to irritation, cramping, or that jittery, acidic feeling some people notice more as they get older. This effect tends to become more noticeable with age, as the stomach lining offers less natural protection than it did decades earlier. What to do instead? This doesn't mean giving up your morning coffee. It means having a small bite of something first, even just a few almonds or a slice of toast, so your stomach isn't processing that acid alone. Now, here's where it gets interesting, because the 3rd food on this list is the one almost nobody expects, and it's often sitting in the same drawer as your vitamins. Food number 3, spicy food. Why it's a problem on an empty stomach after 50. Spicy foods stimulate stomach acid production even more intensely than coffee, combined with an already thinning stomach lining and a slower digestive system. Spice on an empty stomach can trigger heartburn, stomach pain, or digestive discomfort that can last for hours, something many people over 50 report happening more than it used to, even with foods they've eaten their whole lives without issue. This is also one of the more common but under-discussed contributors to that. Why does this suddenly bother me? Feeling people notice as they age. It's not that the food changed, it's that the body's response to it did. What to do instead? Save spicier meals for later in the day, ideally with a base of rice, bread, or other food already in your stomach to buffer the effect. The bigger picture. To be clear, none of these 3 foods are inherently bad. Citrus, coffee, and spice all come with real health benefits. When eaten appropriately, this isn't a list of foods to fear. It's a list of foods to time better. The common thread across all 3 is the same. An empty stomach, after 50, has less natural protection than it used to, so anything highly acidic or intensely stimulating hits harder than it once did. A small buffer, literally any food, changes that equation significantly. A simple fix that covers all 3. If you want one simple rule to remember, never let citrus, coffee, or spice be the very first thing that touches your stomach in the morning. Even a small amount of a gentle food first. Oats, a banana, toast, a handful of nuts gives your stomach something to work with, and it can make a noticeable difference in comfort. within just a few days of trying it. Let's bring it together: 3 foods to rethink on an empty stomach after 50. Citrus fruit and citrus drinks. Black coffee. Spicy food. Not banned. Just better timed, with something in your stomach first. If this was useful, subscribe. Every week, I break down what actually changes in your body after 50 and simple, doable ways to work with those changes instead of against them. And if your mornings have been feeling a little off lately, more bloating, more sluggishness, I made a full video on the best foods to actually start your day with after 50. Small timing changes, big difference. Give it a try tomorrow morning. See you in the next one.